And now, another Farm to Table with Katie Dixon, brought to you by Farm Families of Mississippi.
Hey guys, it's Chef Katie Dixon here at Birdie's Cafe, and I am so excited to share this recipe with you today. We're going to be making a delicious and healthy Blueberry Delight cheesecake. One thing I like about this is that we're using all real ingredients, like everything. So we're going to start with pecans. I love pecans. Pecans make me think of being at my grandparents' farm when I was little and picking the pecans with my pawpaw. We're gonna use some dates. I don't know about you guys. My girls used to turn their nose up to dates until I told them, I was like, girls, these are like a sweet little delight. They're so yummy, they're sticky. They fix my sweet tooth just in themselves, just the date alone. But the date is gonna help bind this crust together. So let's get our oats. Dump this in. So we've got pecans, dates, some oats. We need a little cinnamon and a little vanilla. I hope you guys have fun making this one. This recipe makes me really happy. I know a lot of people that have always asked me for this recipe, and I decided that I'm finally going to share it with each of you. So we're going to blend it up now. And voila. You can tell me that's the easiest crust you've ever made, right? I want to explain this. We have a couple of different options here. We can make little mini tarts when we have a round size. This pops out. I love that this recipe is so versatile. We also have this triangular size, or that's not a triangle, Katie, rectangular size here. And then we have the little mini pie sizes. But all we're going to do is we're going to take our crust and we're gonna put it in the bowl, and then just like you're playing with Play-Doh, you're just gonna make sure it kind of like forms together. So you can see in my hand, it's kind of like a sticky ball. So now you're just gonna take about a quarter size little pinch, and you're gonna press it right into the bottom of your little mini cup. So on this, you're just gonna press it straight down into the rectangular tart, and let it run up the sides. This is gonna be the base of our dish here. We're gonna pop it in the freezer for about 5 minutes and just let it get good and firm while we make our cheesecake layer. You're gonna use cashews, and I know you say cashews for a cheesecake? Yes, you're right. So we're gonna use just whole cashews, unsalted, and we're gonna let them soak in water for at least an hour. So we're gonna dump our cashews into our blender. And now we're going to use a half a cup of coconut milk. This is unsweetened coconut milk, just a little bit of vanilla. We're going to use some fresh squeezed lemon juice. To me, you want to make sure you use fresh squeezed lemon juice. It makes it the best. We're going to add just 1/4 cup of coconut oil. And this kind of thickens it up just a little bit. And then we're gonna add just a dash of maple syrup. And we're gonna blend. Easy does it. So now our first layer is gonna be just our cheesecake layer. So we're gonna do a thin layer. Then we have our second layer. So we still have half of our mixture, and now we're gonna use freeze-dried blueberries. We're gonna fill just a thin layer on our little mini cups right here. I love when you cut into the cheesecake, you can see the different colors, the different layers, the different textures. We're using blueberries right here from in the state of Mississippi to make this dish absolutely stunning with color, with flavor. I love going and picking blueberries with my kids. And then you tap, tap, tap again. We just wanna make sure that we're getting those air bubbles out. Okay. Last thing we're gonna do, we're gonna use some lemon juice, about 2 tablespoons, and we're gonna use some chia seeds, about 2 tablespoons of those. We're gonna blend it. This is gonna be our final layer of our cheesecake. Now, a lot of times I like to go ahead and stick the 2 layers of the cheesecake with the crust in the freezer to let it sit for just a moment before you pour on that last layer. You don't have to, but it's just a cleaner look to me. I'm gonna go ahead and top them now. We're gonna let it freeze, and then we're gonna see what you guys think. I love when food is pretty. And then we're just gonna layer this across the top of our tart pan. We're gonna stick this in the freezer, and then I'm gonna have it out in about 2 hours. Guys, it's beautiful. I'm so excited for y'all to try this recipe at home. It's a little different. You've got cashews in a cheesecake, but when I tell you that you will feel so good after eating this piece of cheesecake, it's delicious, it's nourishing, and it's just good for your soul. So I ask you guys to give it a try, and if you like it, shoot me a message on social media. Let me know how you liked it. I can't wait to share more recipes with you in the future. I've enjoyed this season of Farm to Table so very much, and I just want to say thank you for all of you and your kind words this season. From my heart to your table, Blueberry Delight Cheesecake.
Find this recipe and more at WDAM.com/farm-to-table.